Hey guys, so today I want to show you some Google food tricks inside of Gmail for managing a large volume of email. You can always use the advanced search on here, but knowing the tags actually has made me a lot faster. And now I always just type them in my search to give me exactly what I'm looking for. So for a few months now I've been subscribing to a bunch of stuff on this test Gmail so I can show you a few examples. So first we'll start with a simple search. When your inbox is very cluttered, using the search bar and typing in something broad like dollars isn't very helpful. Google search is going to return anything that has that search term in there. So we could get more specific about something like the sender by using the from tag. And there we go. We have everything from this sender that includes the word dollars in there. And if we know the word dollar was somewhere in there in that message, you can throw that in before or after, and it doesn't affect the results at all. Also, notice that there are spaces in the search term. Let's drop this for a second. Just this here. So there's a space in there in that sender, sorry. And if you have multiple words and then you're going to use other tags, you can make sure to tell Google that those multiple words belong together for that search term by using the plus sign, or you could use something like enclose it in quotations. I got that super wrong. There we go. And your results are basically the same. You're just telling Google that these two words belong together as part of this term here. Now, what else? Second, we can try narrowing down our search by using the unread tag. It's one of my favorite tags. Basically, I only really care about my unread email, right? So let's say you're like someone I know and you haven't checked your inbox in a few weeks, and you just want to see if you have any past due balance notifications. You could type something like is unread. So that'll only show you unread emails, and then you could say something like past due, and it'll search all your emails to make sure there's no term that says past due on there. You could also just not put those together and just make sure that Google searches anything that says past due or balance, something like that. No minimum balance, you see, something like that. That would help you out narrowing down stuff from your bank. And then you could also include, whatever your bank information is there. Lastly, we can also select dates by using the newer and older tags together. And you can combine any of these tags that we've talked about. So you could say, I only want to see my unread email from February with something like is unread. And then I want to say it's newer than 2121, older than the end of February, right? And we'll get something like this, right? That's everything. And then you can still also, you can say I want it from this sender, and there it'll only show me that stuff from that sender. And then I also want to know if, well, I'm also looking for something that included the word webinar in there. And now it's super narrow search, really shows me out of these almost 455 emails, these are the three that I'm looking for in particular. You can also use these newer and older tags to wipe out a lot of email at once. So let's say you don't care about any unread email older than a week ago. So you could have a search, something like this. So this is everything that is unread that's older than a week ago. And if you see up here on the top right, it says one of many. So usually what happens is you have to do this, and you might be tempted to like mark this as read. And then what happens is after a refresh, run that search again, these are the next 50 in line, and that could take forever, especially if you have a couple hundred unread emails that fall into that category. So a quick way to take care of that is just to select this, and then you see this pop-up that comes here, all 50 conversations conversations are selected, but we want to select the many, so we can select all conversations that match, and then I can say mark as read, confirm bulk action, and then that could take a little while, but look at our inbox, our unread. Everything older than a week ago has been marked read, and we only have stuff from a week ago to now. So that's a quick way to manage a large volume of email. I used these methods to go from like 5,000 unread emails. Actually, before that, it was 20,000 unread emails over the course of 5 to 10 years on my main inbox. And a lot of it was just junk. And I wanted to make sure that I took out all the junk, but I didn't want to remove anything from my bank. So I filtered out everything from my bank. I put it in a folder, so you can use filters and folders. Might make a video on that later. But using those methods, I went from something like 20K email last year to about like 500 unread emails this year. So big improvement. Hope it helps someone out. Good luck, guys.